Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am both an astrologer, Vedic and Western, as well as a tarot and oracle card reader. And I just want to thank everyone here for joining me today. Unfortunately, I received an email a few minutes ago from Ginger, who's not feeling well. So if you can all give her your love and your healing as she recovers, she just didn't have she's got some headaches and things like that that she's dealing with today. So if you can send her love, that would be great. So it's just me today. And if you can be patient with me as I do the readings, because I'm solo, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm seeing a few people in the audience. We have the wonderful Ramon. Good to see you. Blessings to you as well. We have joyful Jen. It's good to see you, Jen. Thank you so much for joining us. Lalima is here. Welcome, Lalima. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Mariana, love it. Good to see you. Welcome back, sweetie. It's always a pleasure. Jeff is here. Wonderful to see you as always. I hope you're doing well. If you guys love poetry, tarot, all of those beautiful things, this is a fabulous channel to follow. Tarot Ask Backwards. And then thank you for sending Ginger positive vibes, Ramon. We really appreciate that. And thank you, Jen. Yeah. It's like having bread without the ginger. It's a little less fun without her energy. So I appreciate it. Lalima, thank you for the heart, sweetie. Chris, welcome. It's good to see you. I love the Saturn in your handle and photo. I think that's fantastic. And oh, thank you, Jen. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, Sue Toffee. Welcome, Sue Toffee. Welcome. I always appreciate lurkers, especially when they have kittens with them. That's adorable. And T. Lynn, thank you for joining us. I saw you a little earlier on, I believe it was Gerald's channel. He was doing it wasn't the back and forth with Jamie. That was yesterday. He was doing blind spot readings with Hershey and Marina. So that was a lot of fun to watch. I was yoga lurking when that was going on. And then Lightfoot is here. Welcome, Lightfoot. Thank you so much for joining us. You have the cutest dog. And oh, thank you. I love being and spending time with you guys too. Thank you, Jen. You're such a joy. I appreciate that. Okay, so for anyone who's still coming in, I see that there's quite a few of you still popping in. Ginger is not able to make it today. She let me know a few minutes ago, but she's really got a bad headache and she's feeling nauseous. So any healers in the audience, she appreciates the good vibes. So before I get into your lovely readings, just to let you all know, I'll put my little ticker down here so you guys know how the show works. Tippers go first. Okay, so I say donations get priority. It's down here. There are links in the description. $5 minimum. You must be present to receive your reading. No personal solicitations. Don't engage trolls. We will get to them. And my husband's helping me with that today. So thank you, Troll Killer, honey. I love you. And this is for entertainment purposes only. So obviously, yeah. And then just one question per person, if that's good. Okay. So that's kind of how the show works. And I'll keep that going so that the people that coming in know. Oh, and thank you for sending love and light, Jen. That's really great. And we're sending a lot to Ginger today as well. Okay. So I'm going to go into some of the astrological transits that we have coming up so that you guys know what's on the horizon this coming week. I did a short on the new moon in Bharani a little earlier. Yesterday, I went ahead and posted that. And Bharani, as you can see, is represented by the woman's womb. It's how we enter and leave this world, obviously. We leave through Yama, who is up here, the god of death, and we enter the world through our mother. So when we had an eclipse in Bharani a few years ago, we were talking about the possible overturn of Roe v. Wade. And then when that occurred, that was kind of my association with this nakshatra. It represents healing. It represents our mothers. It represents, death, rebirth, creation, purification, extremes, fertility. And I go into a little bit about that in the short. So definitely look into that. And I also have a good mantra for Yama. This is the god of death for that as well, to kind of help us with the transitions that this new moon is bringing us. And then on May 10th, we have what's called Aksha Tritiya. Okay, and that is associated with the deity Lord Vishnu. And this signifies abundance, auspicious blessings, and beginnings. So, individually, you can be blessed with a lot of opportunities for prosperity and spiritual growth, but beware of greed and materialism crowding your judgment. Okay, collectively, this day promotes positive energy, collective blessings, yet there may be risks of overspending or impulsive decisions. You can perform Vedic remedies such as charity. You can chant Vishnu's mantras. You can seek blessings from your elders to harness the divine energy of Akshay Tritiya. And you can just use this auspicious occasion to cultivate gratitude, generosity, and wisdom to ensure that any blessings received are utilized for both your personal use and the collective fulfillment. Okay. So that's a really beautiful energy coming our way. And I will go ahead and give you one of my favorite mantras for Vishnu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And that is a beautiful mantra that you can do to Lord Vishnu. The best day to do it is today because he owns Wednesday, Miraculous Mercury Day, because he helps us with our intellect. So you can say that mantra 108 times via let me get my mala here, via a mala. This is 108 beads. And you can literally just go bead to bead like this 108 times if you're really feeling that energy. Okay, and then we've got Mercury moving into Aries, and this is going to happen on the 10th, and it is until May 31st. So this is going to bring a lot of assertive communication and swift decision-making when it comes to our intellectual pursuits. However, you need to be cautious because Mercury is going to cross through the Pisces Aries Gandanta the 9th through the 11th. And so that can bring some impulsiveness, some misunderstandings during the Gandanta. So don't rush into this headlong. Give it a few days to catch up. Collectively, we can expect our communication breakdowns and some conflicts to arise through the Gandanta, and you can perform Vedic remedies such as meditation, communication exercises, and seek guidance from mentors to navigate this period with more wisdom. And a really good mantra that you can say to slow down the intellect a little bit, because he can be a little impulsive in Aries, is Om Bom Budaya Namaha, or simply Om Budaya Namaha. And that is a Nama mantra to Mercury. Another name for Mercury is Bud, okay, or Lord Buddha, which is 1D instead of the 2 in the classic Buddha. And what that does is it strengthens the intellect, okay? Intellect's a little different from intuition. Intuition is this, intellect rules the throat and how we express ourselves and think about our environment. Okay. Then we have, this is just, I'll stop here. We have a Saturn is going to be at 23 degrees and 27 in Aquarius, and he's going to be aspecting Venus at 23 degrees and 27 of Aries. Okay, so personally, this can bring delays and obstacles to your relationships and your financial matters, urging a lot of patience and flexibility in these areas. Collectively, there may be a potential for restrictions or challenges in practicing discipline. So the best thing to do is to seek guidance from mentors, navigate this period with, how do I say this, wisdom and discipline, because Saturn is going to be holding our desires back a little bit. And again, this is on the 13th. So you can use this time for just introspection, understanding that the challenges that are presented to you are opportunities for growth and transformation under Saturn's stern influence. He's teaching us some things, okay? So I'm going to provide you with a really good mantra for him. And this is called a bija mantra or a seed mantra. And it's like planting a beautiful tree that bears fruit later, okay? Om Pram Prim Pram Sa Shani Shwaraya Namaha. And again, you can do that 108 times via a mala. And a very simple Nama mantra that you can do for Venus, best done on Friday, is Om Shukraya Namaha. And his name, Venus's name is Shukra in Sanskrit. So that can kind of give us some help there on that day. And then we have the sun going into Taurus on the 14th. So lots and lots of great energies coming our way astrologically. I'm just excited that eclipse season is over. We don't have a lot of planetary wars going on this month like we did last month. We don't have Mercury retrograde and Gandantas. So I feel like May is a bit of a break for us. At least I hope you guys are feeling it a little bit, especially Jupiter's transit into sidereal Taurus on May 1st. I definitely felt that. I hope you guys are taking advantage of some of that energy. So I hope that was helpful. Hello, beautiful Kaylee. Welcome. Thank you for saying hi. It's good to see you, honey. Oh, and Rachel is here. Yes, I'm alone. Thank you so much. Ginger is not feeling well. She let me know a few minutes before the show that she, is dealing with some nausea and headaches and stuff. So any good vibes you can send are great. So, all right. So I am getting a few of your questions. Thank you so much. And tippers are first, so I appreciate you for tipping as well. And I will go ahead and get to some of your questions. Let's see. Oh, you were trying to quietly lurk, but your feline Dova had other plans. The belly wailing meows from them being abandoned and starved. Yes, we're fur baby. We're a fur baby family too, so we totally get that, and we love the cats and dogs. So, the deck I'm using, Lightfoot, is Karma Cards, and it's by Monte Farber. Okay. And let's see, Valerie, I got your question. I will get you a message from Spirits. Oh, awesome. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Awesome. Thank you, Jeff. That's wonderful. Jai Guru Dev. That's great. I'm a big fan of Brihaspati as well. And Imelda, it is lovely to see you. And Lima, I got your question in. And let's see. And then, you're seeing so many solar flares. Okay. Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in that department too. So luckily, it's not as crazy as the eclipses. So that's good. So just to let everybody know, we have Lightfoot first, and then we have Valerie S., and then we have Joyful Jen, and then Rachel Rose. And then I'm going to get to lightning round if we have time. Otherwise, that is the lineup. And I hope she feels better too, Kaylee. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, the first deck I was using. Okay, yeah, this is called The Science of Light, and it's from Madhuri Galuk. Let me get the bag for you so you can see it. And I think it's like Vedic Astrology 1008. I actually put her link to buy the cards on my shorts. So Lightfoot, if you go to the last short that I did, I held up Bharani Nakshatra. That'll tell you where you can get her deck. And this is the bag that it comes in, and it's called Science of Light, Wisdom from the Stars, Nakshatra cards. Okay, but you can find the link in my last short. All right. Hope that was helpful, sweetie. Okay, so let's get to your questions. I'm excited. You're welcome, Valerie. Oh, and you sent a PayPal. Thank you for letting me know, Lilima. I'll make sure Jonathan gets you in the queue. All right. You want a message from Spirit. You got it, Lightfoot. And thank you so much. All right. So please be patient with me today, guys, because it's just me. Okay, this is not surprising. Interesting. Well, we were just talking about how our relationships were going to be tested this month, and you got Libra, Lightfoot, which is ruled by Venus. So the transit on the 13th might affect you a little bit more than other people. Okay, so that deck said no. What about you? Okay. Message from Spirit. And if you haven't had a chance to already, please like and subscribe any of the links. That always helps us as creators, and it helps our channel out quite a bit. We really appreciate any help that we can get. Okay. This Lightfoot. Okay. You. Okay, my cards are not as chatty, so I'm going to some different decks for you today, Lightfoot. You must have an interesting energy coming your way. Okay. All right, I'm going to do one more of these. There we go. Okay, Lightfoot. So the overall energy I see coming for you is interesting because it seems like they're having you do a little bit of shadow work into how you come across in your relationships with others. And they have you setting a little boundaries in that area. Okay. The first one I got was Libra. This is the sign that rules our relationships. If you look at Aries, that's the natural ruler of, sorry, sign of the first house. The natural ruler is Mars. It's very assertive. If you go opposite that, Libra is ruled by Venus, and it's how we're able to cooperate and collaborate and get along with people outside of ourselves, our wants, our needs, and we're entering into some type of a community. So I asked for some clarifier cards on how your guides are helping you work with community as a whole. And I got the angel card from the Wild Goddess Oracle. You may soon encounter a person or events that will benefit you in ways that seem to have angelic origins. You may be called to be an angel for someone else in your life. So there might be something that you can gift to someone through your own divine knowledge or intuition that will help them through a particular time of their life that they need support. Okay. So they're asking you to pick up the phone and be that support system for that person because your actions for them will they'll come across as angelic and supported. I'm also seeing that you do have a lot of angels and guides around you regarding the shadow work and the boundaries that you are going to be setting for yourself and others moving forward when it comes to how you view yourself and the way that you interact in your relationships in just about every area that they're showing me. Okay. So I said, what does that look like? I got fluorite. Fluorite is a really beautiful stone because it's usually multiple colors, but predominantly it's a combination of amethyst and it's just I wish I had mine with me, but it literally goes from like a beautiful green to purple to striations, and it's got a lot of energy in and around it. I find it to be very healing and good for anxiety and any heart related concerns. So if there's any heartbreak or anything that you're dealing with, this can help you with some anxiety or any mental or emotional blocks that might be there. So it says natural beauty and authenticity, be yourself as God made you naturally, attractive, lovable inside and out. So if you're dealing with a little bit of self-esteem when it comes to the way you feel others view you, know that you are a beautiful being. And the one thing that really stands out for me is the duality of this card. She's holding, in my opinion, to be a sun and what looks like could be a moon. And the moon represents our inner self, our inner emotional state. The sun represents our ego. And so there might be a balance that needs to take place there. I was born during a full moon. So I have my moon in Aquarius and my sun in Western Leo. That actually goes to Cancer and the very beginning of Aquarius in the Vedic. And so my mentor Monte, he said to me when he was giving me my first astrology reading from him, is he said, full moon babies are usually the personalities that can bring the parents together because it shows that maybe the parents were a little opposite. So there's something inside of you that is asking to be healed in a way that combines both your ego and your inner emotional state so they can be in harmony with each other. And that's what I feel the orbs mean in this particular card. So I asked for, okay, what kind of action does Lightfoot need to take to kind of get this going? You need to be more assertive when it comes to your relationships. I got the 7 of spring. And the Rider Waite, this shows a person who's holding up a wand and they're defending themselves under a barrage of wands coming toward them. So you're being asked, don't back down from what you believe in and courageously stand up for yourself. So there is an imbalance in how much you're doing for others and the expectations that you're putting on yourself versus the other side of the equation. Okay. And I think that's that inner and that outer balance that I got from the previous card that you're working on. Stand up for yourself. Okay, Lightfoot. I did ask where some of the wounding was that caused you to be a little less assertive and kind of stepping into setting those big, beautiful boundaries. And I got 6 of summer. This is something from your childhood. Uh, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a worse or better light than how they really occurred. So maybe doing some inner child work. I highly recommend it. There's a lot of things that we carry into adulthood that we may not be aware of, and having to work through some of those patterns, conditioning, and potential grooming that we underwent as children can help us break some of those more negative patterns. Okay. And the last card I got for you is excellent. Okay, Lightfoot, because I got the goddess of charisma. This is how I feel like you're stepping into. And you see how she's surrounding herself with those big, beautiful boundaries? It allows her to show her true self to the world, her inner self, because she married both the ego and the inner emotional self before putting herself out there so that she can show herself to others. I am a good leader because I know how to follow. That's that balance. Use this gift whenever you must organize or guide others or must speak in public. If you put the needs of the group ahead of your own needs, you will do well. If you have trouble with authority figures, you will not be comfortable being one. I think that's why I got the Seven of Wands. Good leaders and good speakers know what they want to communicate and then do so clearly and succinctly. So they're helping you with your communication. They're helping you form better boundaries with people, and know that throughout this entire process, you are surrounded by angels that are going to help you through this. Okay. So you're never alone as you're doing the work. And I'm really excited to see how this pans out for you and how it benefits you moving forward. Okay, Lightfoot. If you want to uh, get a deeper reading, you're welcome to contact me or just sit in meditation because they're waiting for you. Okay, Lightfoot. I hope that was helpful, sweetie. All right. See if anyone came in. Oh, lots of you. Thank you. Good to see you all. We have, let's see. Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. Thank you for saying hi to Jonathan, too. That's very sweet of you. And Cat Mama's here. Good to see you, Cat Mama. And yeah. Oh, you're very welcome, Lightfoot. That's great. Okay. Yeah, I love the meowdy. I think that's really cute. Meowdy Cat Mama. I think that's fantastic. Okay. So our next, just to let everybody know, we have Valerie S., and then we have Joyful Journey, and then we have Rachel Rose. And I know that you said you tip Lalima. I'll go ahead and look for that. And if Jonathan finds it, he'll put you next after Rachel Rose. Okay. All right. So next question is Miss Valerie S. Let me find you. May I please have a message from Spirit? Yes, you may. And thank you for all of the beautiful gold stars and hearts. Jupiter is on my ascendant in Taurus right now, sidereal Taurus. And so that has a very special meaning to me because gold is Jupiter or Brihaspati's color. So thank you. I love that. All right. Message from Spirit for Valerie S. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Thank you all very much for being patient with me today. I really appreciate it. Ooh, I'm getting some good cards for you. Okay. I'm starting to get a story. Yeah, you need some compassionate people around you. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. That's interesting. Ooh, cool. Okay. You got a lot of energy in and around you. Love this. Okay, Valerie. So the very, very first card I got for you was the sun. So there is something about the way you shine in the world that your guides want to bring to your attention. Okay, this is the way. This is your ego. This is how you project yourself. Okay, I just talked about the inner life being represented by the moon. That's kind of what we we keep in our emotional state. This is more along the lines of what you want to get done and how you want to see it get done. So I said, what's going on with the ego that the guides are bringing up? I got that there you need to look below the surface to find more answers to your question. Okay, I got the mermaid from the Wild Goddess Oracle. Look below the surface of your emotional reactions to know what is really going on, for things are not always what they seem. We just had an eclipse that, covered the sun in America last month. That shook up a lot of things behind the scenes, especially spiritually. And what solar eclipses tend to do is reveal secrets, things that are hidden beneath the surface. So there might be some things in your aquarium that have been shaken up and are floating around that no longer belong there, that they're asking you to fish out. Okay, that's the image they gave me. Okay. So I said, what can Valerie do? What action can she take to move through this? This could be you or a friend in your environment, but I got the Princess of Summer. This is the same as the Princess of Cups. This is an empath, Valerie. And it really does go along with this mermaid energy because this is watery energy. Okay. So this tells me that there's some empathy in and around your environment. I got gentle, sensitive, kind, but a little inexperienced with the current issue on the table. Okay. And it's an emotional one. A new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend that you can share your concerns with. I got that you need to find someone with the same level of empathy as you to sit down and really go through some of these things that are happening in your life because your ego's been tested a little bit by this secret that just came up post eclipse. Okay. So I went to, because I found out that this was an emotional thing that involved people, I went to my enchanted love tarot. I use that when I'm trying to figure out what's going on in relationships in and around a person. And I got the Magician for your energy. You may need to personally manipulate things a bit to make your desires a reality. So that tells me you might have to take the first step. Okay, Valerie. And it's going to have to be a bold step, is what they're showing me. You do have the courage to believe that you are a magical soul. Okay, so know that. Um, if you're ever feeling alone, they're saying tap into that infinite energy of the universe. And they're saying that with visualization, you can use that as a very powerful a very powerful method to manifest the types of relationships and support that you seek from others. Okay. So they're saying to take a few deep breaths and try to see what you want in your mind's eye before doing this activity. And they're also saying that you need to take a little bit more time each day to affirm your dreams, your hopes, and your wishes to create these manifestations because you are manifesting a lot right now. This is really in and around your energy. This is a time where you can be supremely confident and take some chances. Okay, so there's going to be a magic moment. It's going to be a bit of a spark. You'll be able to see it when it's coming. So I asked, what area is this kind of happening in? This is really interesting. I got the 3 of Gems. Okay, Valerie. So this is some kind of a reward through your career efforts. Okay, they're being blessed by this card. You can accept invitations that are supportive of your career or other ambitions right now. If you're in an existing job or a partnership, make sure that people are equitably sharing the work. Okay. But this is a good time to just seek advice from that trusted friend or counselor that can help you share those techniques, those solutions, and those business aspirations that you have on your mind regarding business. That's why I got that you need to look deeper. And then I got an empathic friend that can help you sift through some of the emotional responses so you can get to making those mental active decisions. Okay. And if you're thinking about a business partnership, try to pick someone with those tendencies. They need to have a really strong moral compass. All right. Now, once you get this started, once you get the ball rolling on this energy that I see coming, know that you are going to be tested by an incredible period of busyness. It can bring out change and a little bit of irritability because this did come up upside down. This is the 2 of Gems reversed. So this hectic pace that's coming could make you a little irritable and nervous. So try to focus at one thing at a time. Don't focus on a whole bunch of things at once because that can cause problems now. Trying to stay flexible is draining when you're being pulled in too many directions. So you may not be able to keep everything going all at once, and you may have to pick up the pieces and start again. That's why I told you it was very important for you to pick a business partner that can pull the weight equitably, because this is for more than one person. Okay, the amount of effort that's involved. So if you found that there's a changeable person or someone who is kind of hiding their problems throughout the process, make sure it's not you. And if it's your partner, in this particular project that I'm seeing, this work energy, address it in a very equitable and assertive way. Okay. This is the overall energy that I got at the end of this, okay, that you're going to need to watch for a little bit, Valerie. I got the passion card. This is my volcano during an eclipse card. I live my life passionately. Identify and express your likes and dislikes, even if only to yourself. Always be true to yourself. If you deny your feelings and beliefs or bottle them up, they will erupt later and you can act out in inappropriate ways. We've all gone through this. I've got some Queen of Wand energy in my chart. So it's important to address things as they come and make sure that they don't build up. Okay. And I think that has to do with you setting appropriate boundaries when it comes to sharing the work and the load. Okay, Valerie, I hope that was helpful. I'm sending you lots of love as you work through that energy. Let's see if you said anything. Oh, you're a Virgo sun, a Leo moon, and a Libra rising. Okay. I'm guessing that's your Western. Okay. 827. So what that would mean, if that's sidereal, okay, that would be, okay. Yeah. So you have got a really good, you've got the earth there, you've got the fire, you've got the air. Your moon and your sun are somewhat close together. Do know that Leo moons, I don't know if this is sidereal or Western. I'd have to know that. I could give you a little bit more. But oh, it is Western. Okay, thank you, Valerie. So my husband is a Leo moon in sidereal and then Virgo in Western. So I'm trying to figure out, like, who do I know with a... So that would give you okay, you're going through what's called Ashtama Shani in Vedic. So that is a period of transformation, and it's being caused by Saturn. So there might be some upheavals regarding the areas that I talked about in your reading, and that's who's causing that. But just see that as he's the karmic teacher, and he's disciplining you in a way that can help you make more efficient decisions and follow your dharma. Okay, so you can look it up. It's called Ashtama Shani. So, and that is 8 from your moon. Okay. All right. He's 8 signs from your moon. All right. You think you're more Leo. Okay. Yeah, I am actually Cancer in Vedic, and I am a little bit of a homebody, but my Aruda Lagna is in Leo, and everyone sees me as a Leo. So I think it's hilarious to combine the two and see that. Thank you for popping by, Heather. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you for saying hi to everyone. Moira, welcome, Moira. It's good to see you. Jessica Lynn, welcome to the chat. It's always good to see you, Jessica. And if I missed anybody, I do apologize. I try to get most of you coming in. So, all right, Valerie, I hope that was helpful. And Jonathan's going to take care of the trolls. I get lots of those. Okay. All right. We're getting more trolls. Hey. All right. All gone. Okay. Vanessa, good to see you. Vanessa, welcome. All right. Yep. Someone mistook my channel for Pornhub. You got to love it when that happens. Okay. Wrong channel. Switch. Oh, goodness. All right. So let me go ahead and get to the next question. Welcome, Nick. Good to see you all the way from Twitch. Always a pleasure. And thanks for saying hi to everyone, Moira. All right. So just to let everybody know, we have Joyful Jen next, and then we have Rachel Rose. Okay. And then let's see. Joyful Jen, let me find your question. There you are. Okay, I see your super sticker. Let me see if I can find your question. There you are. Will my relationship with my new manager be a positive one? Okay, that's a great question. Hmm. Okay. Okay, take care of this person on Facebook. And I'm on 5 different channels, guys, so actually 6 because 'cause I'm on 2 Facebooks, so if you see me, I'm taking care of other channels that I see people coming in on, so thank you. Okay. Alright. I'm getting some good cards here. Okay. Another one of these. Anything, guys? Oh, excellent. Okay, it looks like communications are gonna be involved in getting what you need here, and I'll go into that a little bit. Let's see if you've got any guides that wanna come through. Hello. Yep. That was a definite yes. Nice. Okay. Whew. All right, Joyful Jen. So the first card that I got for you, the first 2 cards, I should say, is Mercury and Sagittarius. So you're going to have to be very, very clear in what you want to have be done. You have to communicate it. Okay. Literally, Mercury is all about our intellect, our awareness. It represents our Vishuddha chakra. That's our throat. It's Mercury is best described as when we're born and we have our smooth baby brains and we open our eyes and we start using our senses and intellectualizing what is going on around us. And we don't fully develop our lobes until we're about 24, 25. So they're asking you to use your intellect to get what you need in this situation. Then I pulled Sagittarius. Sagittarius is basically all of the fiery energy of Aries and Leo magnified into a laser point. So you're going to have to be very specific, very truthful, and very blunt with what you need. I know a lot of people with Mercury and Sagittarius are very practical and passionate. So combining those 2 elements in negotiating uh, things moving forward with your new manager is going to be pivotal. Okay. So I asked what the overall relationship looks like, and I went to my Enchanted Love Tarot, and I got the Six of Wings. Okay, this is the same as the Six of Swords. It is a yes card. You will make it. This tells me that you've endured a lot of difficult times, and your challenge is to shake off what you've been through so that you can make most of a better relationship with the new manager moving forward. So you're going to have to change your beliefs a little bit about yourself and realize that you're now in a much better position. Okay, so you can be more discerning and make better decisions with this new management, and things are looking up. So give yourself permission to have fun. You've weathered the storm, so you can enjoy the moment. I don't know if this has to do with the last manager, but they're also saying that you might consider a trip, like a little day trip, something fun that you can just enjoy. Okay, just they're saying that this person can also become important to you moving forward too. So, I mean, that's a really good card to get, especially if you're working through something new in a relationship or partnership. Okay. Okay. So the second card I got was the Princess of Shells, and she did come up upright. Okay. So this is a very beautiful thing. The Princess of Shells is the same as the Princess of Cups. Okay. So she's very empathic. She's very loving. She understands the emotional temperature of her environment, and she can work with it very well. Okay, so what this tells me is that if you are able to, you can be more comfortable with your emotions in and around this person. Obviously, maintain your professionability and things like that, but this is someone who's a little more emotionally in tune, is what I'm getting, and the last person might not have been. Okay, So then I went ahead and I asked for a little bit more information. I got the Four of Gems. Now, this is a bit of a maybe card. This could be something that is a little bit of a block in the relationship. So you have a good emotional understanding of each other. You are moving from a better, you're moving into a better position, okay, mentally, but you do need to hold on to what you have because this is the possessiveness card, okay? So it's a sign that you need to take care of your home, you need to take care of your family, and you need to think like a successful executive in and around this person too. So you can let loose a little bit compared to the last person, but you still need to maintain that practicality and uh, what is the word I'm looking for? Responsibility. They're saying you need to build a very strong foundation with this person to keep things on the up and up moving forward. So take responsibility for things as they come up at work. Keep your eyes on the prize, keep your affairs in order, be very organized, and they'll really appreciate that. But they're also saying manage your possessions and guard them carefully. So, okay, this is a little weird, but if you do go into the office, lock your purse in your desk. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. It's just when I pull that card and they say manage your possessions, guard them. That's usually just keep track of your stuff. Okay. There's a lot of weird stuff in the collective since the the eclipse happened. Okay, the eclipses. I did get a few affirmation cards for you to bring into the week. I got the inspiration card. I feel my inseparable connection to all there is. Prayer and meditation are powerful and necessary. When you bring the awe-inspiring feeling of connection to higher forces into your daily life, you will find yourself both inspired and inspiring. So don't be afraid to incorporate your spirituality into the workplace. Like, for instance, I carry little stones with me when I go into meetings, or if when I'm working, I'll do a mantra, or I incorporate, and I don't do it out loud. It's private, but it's my way of kind of handling the stresses at work and anything that could come up, and relying on my guides and spirit to help me through those things, so they can inspire you to come up with ideas to unseemingly unsolvable problems when you are able to do that, especially when you meditate before work. They want you to start doing that a little bit more in the morning. Then I got, you need to have a little more patience as you move into this new relationship with the manager. I am patient with delays and obstacles. I think that's why I got that you needed to be very organized and act like a successful executive. Patience is one of the most valuable and powerful habits because many things come to those who wait. A patient attitude enables one to clearly plan a long-term strategy for reaching any goal. So if you're moving into a new energy, don't jump the reins and try to get things done right away. Take your time, process, build a solid foundation, and don't put too much emphasis on the emotional component of it. Okay. Because there is some healing that is taking place with this new change coming in the workplace. Okay, Joyful. I hope that was helpful. I'm sending you lots of love as you work through that new energy. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Okay. Okay, Lalima, I am not seeing your tip. I'm going to go ahead and look again. So make sure that it went through. Okay, sweetie? Yeah, okay. I'm not seeing it come through on PayPal. Let me look at my other email just in case. And thank you for being patient, guys, because I don't have someone else with me today. Okay. Next. Okay. So while it's opening, yeah, I'm still not seeing it. I just see Rachel Rose. Okay, Lalima. So make sure that went through. All right, sweetie. Okay. So Rachel, that said, you are next, my dear. So let me find you. My question. I am currently crumbling under immense pressure at work to be a top performer. Something is off. I was put into this position last second. I feel conflicted to stay in and settle or pursue another career like speech pathology or social work. Really, I know I just have to commit for 3 months, but later that I am so burnt out, I don't know if I can go on. I combusted last night. Okay. So you're feeling a burnout at work. Got it. Let me see if I can get some good cards for you. Oh, and one of the guides was left on the table. This was for, uh, let's see. This was for Joyful Jen's question. Acura. Oh, sorry, Area Cura, excuse me, blossoming. You are just getting started. You have to have patience with yourself in the process and don't give up. So know that you're blossoming into something new and different under this new management, okay? And have patience with yourself as you get used to those changes. Just wanted to get that before I moved on. Okay, Miss Rachel, I'm sorry to hear that you're going through that. Burnout at work is never easy. I've gone through that too. Let's see what the guides have for you. Okay, I got the 10th house, so they're definitely concerned about the way that you're being treated through your career. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they've knocked you a little loose. It's not good. Okay. 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 Thank you all so much for being patient. I really appreciate it. Thank you, God. Okay, I needed a good card. Okay, that's good. That makes me feel better about this reading. Okay. Got some changes coming, Rachel, and they're good. So that's the good news. Okay. Well, your guys are on the same page as you, Rachel, because I got 10th house, but then I got Jupiter. Okay. So this is really, really good. So, oh, you're struggling with a lot of stuff. I get it. I get it. So, when I get Jupiter with any reading, that means that things are going to start to get better. Okay. Jupiter just moved into Taurus. That's good for all of us because I mean, even though it's a very Venusian sign, if you've been struggling with career, materialism, all that kind of stuff, there's going to be some positive stuff coming in this department. Okay. So that's the good news, Rachel. So I asked where the block was, and I got the reevaluation card. Okay. It's time to reevaluate your career and then your attitude about your career in general. So your older feelings, the way that you come across, it's no longer being validated or valued, and you're not feeling valued at work. So a fresh start may be needed. If you're bored or dissatisfied with the status quo, they're saying to avoid distractions and examine your heart of hearts to gain clarity through this. So how you feel is very important right now. And if you're feeling shy, tired, bogged down, like you said in the chat, you need to take time out for introspection to break out of any old or unproductive patterns that are attracting these types of energies toward you. Forgive yourself, try to set some new goals, and that'll soothe some of those stress producing communications between you and other people in the workplace that I'm seeing. Okay. This is where I see you're coming from. Okay. It's not the best place to be. I got the Princess of Gems, but she came up upside down. Okay. Um, you need to be more practical. when it comes to making decisions moving forward. I know it's difficult when you feel like everything is up in the air, like I got in the first card, okay, the reevaluation card. But you need to be more practical, okay? They say that you may give up a little too easily, all right? Don't fear of being thought of as naive or unsophisticated. If you need something explained, just ask, okay? Don't fear of if there are people that are being rude and antagonistic in your life, uh, and they're keeping you from enjoying life because that's what this card reverse represents. Uh, don't don't allow them to force you to change your ways, okay? When it comes to your job and your finances, setting those boundaries are key. So they're saying that you can seek very practical information and or useful skills in your career that will help you forward with this. Otherwise, you will continue to suffer, okay? Um, they're also saying that there's someone quite younger than you, and they're inferior to you in rank, and they're interested in you romantically. So that's another thing that you might want to be just aware of in the environment. But you're upside down. You need to be more practical when it comes to work and see things from a very earth-bound way. Okay. So I asked kind of what attitude, what's coming, what's the overall attitude that you need to take on that will help you with this energy, because it's a lot. They're showing it to me. It's not easy. My heart goes out to you. I got the inventor. Okay. So this is how you're really going to shine at work. And I love the beautiful Morganite gem on her head. This is a good time to amplify your focus and to clear and purify the space in your world and in your mind to make way for something new. There are a lot of new things coming out in the workplace just simply because of AI. And this is like the new internet. So you do have an ability to see things with a very unique and inventive perspective that others at work will appreciate. Okay. And they're also saying that you might be stepping into a new project after this, but it will kind of provide you with a little bit more of a buffer there. Yeah, I don't want to suffer. I feel like I'd be great at 2 other careers. Any cards for those? Now, I do get that you need to move into a new energy, but you need to think very practically about this because you are in the army. There are a lot of contracts and things involved for entertainment purposes only. And so everything you do is not necessarily your choice to make because you're in the army. They own you. So you have to think very practically before taking steps forward, working with HR, creating the right contacts, etc., to work through this. Once you do that, I got that very positive changes will be on their way. I've got the 6 of Winter. This is the same as the 6 of Swords. A welcome relief from troubled times. You may be traveling or relocated to another area, but you have to address this from a very practical perspective. Okay. Once you do that, you'll be able to take action and be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. This is a new moon, Rachel. It's taking place in Bharani, and that is where you have the Rahu moon energy in your chart. Okay. So you are dealing with this energy right now, the moon, the new moon. What would you like to see manifest in your life? Because there is a new moon in your natal moon today. Okay. And do not come from a place of fear. So what they're saying is, I want you to sit down tonight. I want you to get a notepad of paper, make a line down the middle, and I want you to write all of the pros and cons for each job. Okay. And then I want you to sit in meditation and come from a very clear and calm place. You also need to consider the current job and position that you're in right now as well. Okay. So, yes, I am. I am aware. I think speech pathology could be financially abundant in particular. I know a lot about the voice. Okay. Well, if it's something that is already supporting where you're at now, and that's a very practical step to take, then that would be the right step. But it needs to come from a place of practicality. It might involve some spreadsheets. Okay. So definitely look at it from a very earthy, earthbound, monetary, practically guided perspective, because right now you're looking at it a little impractically is what they're showing me. Okay. I did get an affirmation card for you, Rachel, that can kind of help you through this next step. I got, I am peaceful. Okay. Peace comes when we allow all expectations to float away. I breathe in the acceptance of the ways that others express their point of view. I am filled with happiness as I achieve my own personal peace with the world. I breathe out hatred or intolerance. If there are people that are moving away from you, you see how the swans over here are moving away from the main swan? Be at peace with that. Okay. I got that you are moving toward a much better place in your life, but you're the one that needs to make this decision, and it needs to come from a place of practicality and calm. Okay, Rachel, because a lot of the bad decisions that we make as people in this crazy world and time that we're living in come out of impulsivity. So just make sure that you're not making impulsive decisions moving forward. You're coming from a place of calmness and tranquility, and do not use your limbic system to make a decision. That's the place of fear. Come from your logical headset. That's the place where you can operate from a very mentally clear place. Okay, where the emotions don't crawl in and cause the impulsivity to creep up. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Rachel. I'm sending you lots of love. That would be impulsive. Okay. I wouldn't recommend doing that. That's an impulsive thing. You need to walk away calmly after you have made sure everything is in place that needs to happen. Okay. All right. All right. Blessings, Phantoma. Welcome. Okay, Lalima, we did get it. Thank you so much. And you are next. I appreciate that. So we have Lalima, and then we have Susan. And then if I have time, I will get to lightning round. So thank you all very much for being patient with me as I do some solo readings today. And T. Lynn, welcome. Oh, she's saying nice things to Harley. That's so nice. You guys are the best chatters. You're always bringing it. Hi, Bora Bora. Good to see you, honey. All right. I apologize if I don't hit all of you coming in. It's just me on the show today. And yes, there's time for you, Susan. I went ahead and got you in the queue. Okay, Miss Lalima. Let me find your question. Do. Message for your guides. Okay, you got it, Lalima. Okay. Oh, and just to let everybody know, I am doing an unboxing on the 16th of what's called the Crystal Spirit Talking Board. My friends Monte and Amy sent me one, and I'm going to be doing a live IRL unboxing at 4 o'clock on the 16th. So you guys will be able to see how that works. They create a lot of the decks that I use on the show, including my karma cards and my enchanted decks. So that should be a lot of fun. And I also I'll be on Marina's show next week too, so that'll be a lot of fun. I really love reading with her. She's a fabulous reader. Ooh, that's clear. Ooh, okay. Just making sure I'm getting some good messages from Miss Lalima. Okay. Lalima, I also encourage you to look and see where Virgo is at in your chart, what house that's in, because that's the sign that they're pointing me to. And what planets are crossing that area, because there's some confusion in that area for you. And that's the way that we are able to understand bureaucracy and how it's working in our lives and setting boundaries, etc. Okay. All right. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. All right. Looks like you're just continuing to stand up for yourself, Lalima. I've got some really... Okay, let's go here. That person. Okay. So, Miss Lalima, the first card I got for you was Neptune. So this tells me if you look at Neptune's eyes, they're clouded. He's got those famous rose-colored glasses. So what this tells me is you might not be seeing something for exactly the way it is. Neptune is a lot like Rahu in Vedic astrology. Rahu fogs us psychologically, and he makes us see or perceive things that are not correct. Okay, so prayers to Goddess Durga are especially helpful when I see fogging going on. I asked for the area that this was occurring in, and I got Virgo. Now, Virgo rules the sixth house of daily routines, life. It's also the house of hidden enemies and the house where we have a lot of our routines, our schedules, our day to day life. So, a lot of boundaries come out of this house. Okay. The way that this is described in Monte's Karma Cards book is these are the people putting up the fence posts to keep the wolves away from the flock. They're the ones pulling the weeds out of the fields to make sure that the plants don't get choked out. These are the people dotting our I's and crossing our T's. And we are having eclipse season in the sign of sidereal Virgo this year. So a lot of the people that are in HR, working for our tax systems, the movers and the movers and the shakers, the bean counters that are putting all of those beautiful spreadsheets out there, their area of life is getting eclipsed. So this is probably why I got Neptune and Virgo for you. So you're going to need to take those blinders off and see the reality of your situation as it pertains to the energy of Virgo and that sixth house energy. Okay. I did get good cards for you as far as the energy in and around you. I got that there are some storm clouds that have parted, and this beautiful star has appeared in the sky. Okay, if you're asking a yes or no question, this would be a yes card. So once you are able to kind of tap through these, if you take off those rose-colored glasses, you're going to be able to see what's really going on. They're saying you're going to be able to see through the phoniness and you can assess the character and underlying motives with clear perception. Okay. You can go back to being hopeful and trusting people who value those traits in others. So there might be a little bit of editing going on. Don't be in and around people that lie to you. That's the main thing. You need to be the star of your own show. So they're saying do things that bring you joy, wonder, hope, and healing, because you are to be the star of your own show moving forward. If you learn about the benefits of relaxation and rejuvenation through spiritual remedies, divine grace and spiritual harmony will be yours in spades. Okay, Lalima. And they're saying that it's okay for you to daydream a little bit once you kind of get past the block that I mentioned earlier. Okay. So start manifesting, trusting, nurturing, fulfilling relationships that bring you lasting joy and happiness. And anybody who doesn't really fit that mold moving forward and aligns with your overall goals needs to be edited. Okay. The reason I say that is that you've survived a few things in the past. Okay. I got the survivor card. Things may not work out as planned, at least in the short term. Remember all that you have endured and how resilient you have proven to be. So as you go through the manifesting and bringing in these more positive energies into your life, don't allow the things that the hiccups along the way to take away your self-esteem, because they're telling me that you have accomplished a lot in life. And the obstacles that I see coming your way as you go through this process of finding your joy and editing out those weeds, it's going to be good in the end. Okay. So trust yourself, trust your abilities. Don't allow the things from the past to cloud your judgment. Allow them to help you realize how strong you are in overcoming them. Okay. That's the main energy I got there. Then I got 2 gemstone cards for you. The first one I got was emerald. This is excellent for the intellect. Mercury rules the intellect, and emerald is his gemstone. And it's celebrations, ceremonies. It's time for life passages, such as a wedding, a birthday, a graduation, or an anniversary. So there might be something coming up in your life that is in need of some celebration. A major accomplishment in your life or a family member's life is coming. So that's fantastic. And then you have prosperity coming your way, especially as you start putting those beautiful boundaries in place. There is a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So that's good. And malachite is an excellent stone. And I got 2 green stones for you. So doing Mercury's mantras might be very helpful for you as well. And I'll go ahead and I'll leave you one that you can say today, because it is Miraculous, aka Mercury Day. All right. And it's Om Buddhaya Namaha. And Mercury's seed mantra is Om Brahm Brim Braum Sa Buddhaya Namaha. And you can say that via a mala, 108 beads, and that can help you increase your intellect and kind of get away from some of the fogging that I see Neptune doing in that Virgo house. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Miss Lalima. Oh, I did get an affirmation card before we go so that you can take that in for the week. And I got the Goddess of Truth. So this is all about standing in your truth, Lalima. I am open to new ideas, techniques, and people. Use this gift when you notice you are resistant to allowing the possibility that new ways of doing things and other people may have something to contribute to your life and to attaining your goal. No one knows it all. It is not a weakness, but the greatest strength to know your limits and to get out of your own way and let others help you. Okay, so that's the affirmation coming through that your guides wanted to bring to your attention. I hope that was helpful. I know that you're absolutely brilliant. You've got that bright, shiny intellect, and they recognize that in the reading. So definitely lean on that when it comes to making your decisions, standing in your truth, and setting those big, beautiful boundaries. Okay, Lalima? I hope that was helpful. And I'm not seeing anything there. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. Presently aiming to get rid of my fears and start this week with my own work. That's wonderful. And Virgo's in the 7th house. That's the house of relationships and other. So you're going to need to set some boundaries there that align with your highest purpose and good. Okay, Lalima? All right. So, and you are so welcome, sweetie. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate that very much. Okay. Miss Susan, I think you're next. Let me see. Yep, you are. Woohoo! Yay! I love reading for you, Susan. It's always a pleasure. And then we'll head into lightning round. And just to let you know, after we do Susan, we have Chris, Cassidy, Jessica Lynn, Vulcan 3, great name, Nick Dark 27, Catherine Johnston, and T. Lynn. And that is who is in lightning round. Okay. So, Miss Susan, still welcoming any pertinent info, especially regarding improving health and selling Mountain Grove Cloudland B&B. All right, you got it. And yes, a lot of us are on that healing journey, T-Lynn. It's an everyday process. If we're not healing, then we're helping heal someone else. It's just we're all walking each other home in this this crazy yuga we find ourselves in. So that's a very good point. I love that. Okay, Miss Susan. Okay, my karma cards exploded for you. Holy transformation. Okay. You have a lot on your plate right now, Miss Susan. I love seeing your Facebook photos of all the singing groups that you're going to. That makes me very happy. All right. Huh. And again, thank you all very much for your patience, because it's just me reading today. So I greatly appreciate. All right, let me get one for the house. No on that one. Let's do this one. Bed and breakfast. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So that's the health, and that is the house. Okay, Miss Susan. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm getting a novel. Oh, my goodness. There's a lot of anxiety around this. Okay, let's see here. All right, Miss Susan. So the first card I got for you was the 8th house of transformation. Okay, I got this for the health. So you're going through it. It's going to be a highly transformative process. I spent 2023 going through my own process as well. So just know that transformation is not easy. It's going to be a lot of major changes coming your way regarding your health, but you do have the perseverance to do it. Regarding the house, they're asking you to take a step in manifesting what comes after the bed and breakfast. I know that you're writing a book. You're also getting involved in various groups and activities with other people. What would you like to see your new career look like? I know that you have all of those beautiful auspicious divisions of Jupiter in your chart. You can heal the world. So if your book is in and around healing yourself and then healing others, that is highly, highly supported, because I feel like that your health is going to be part of the new career that you step into. Okay. Because everything that you learn, you're going to be able to bless others with, because your Jupiter is so beautiful. Okay. Susan, and I know that Amma found that in your chart too. So it's rare. And yeah. So, and I know her Vedic astrologer is excellent as well. And he gave you a really good reading about what your Jupiter Mahadasha is going to look like. It's usually pretty good, but in the 12th house, they really are having you dive deep into your spirituality, your health, things like that, hidden things, things that maybe you missed in a previous birth and that you're really addressing now. So I asked what that looks like moving forward as far as your health is concerned. I got the Aquarian card. Okay, you're going to have to think of new and innovative ways to deal with these processes moving forward. But the Aquarian card is very much like the King of Swords. It's very mental and it's not emotional. So you're being asked to be very mentally practical when it comes to your health and moving forward. Okay. And I know that you already know this and you're going to experts and things like that. But there could be some innovations and things that you can look into that may not have been discussed yet, for entertainment purposes only. Regarding the house, I got Gemini. Get out there, find out a little bit more about the neighborhood, pick up the phone, write the email, choose to be a little bit more communicative in what you would like to see come across regarding the B&B, because there are some, Mercury's having a really, really tough time of it this year, because he's going through Gandhantas and in addition to the retrogrades, and he's going through a few planetary wars and some other things. So when I see Gemini come up in a reading and Aquarius, which are both air signs, what that tells me is that there needs to be some more practicality and, how do I say this, mental focus when it comes to the sale. All right, because there people are acting a little fogged professionally. I don't know if you're dealing with this or anyone in the audience is, but all week people were a little fogged regarding business contacts and emails, and I had to like read emails a few times to try to figure out what people were trying to say to me. It was very discombobulated, so there might be some stuff going on there too in your sphere of things. So I'm going to address again, this is the house. All right. The first card I got was the Five of Winter. Okay, this is walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that is not worth the effort. You see the fairy here, he's got all of his snowballs here, and he's ready to throw them, and they're just walking away. They're not even participating in the snowball fight. Okay, so if there is someone in and around your environment that's a little more aggressive than assertive and getting their way, and it's not best for all the needs of the group, just walk away. Okay, don't engage. All right, that's what I got for the house. I don't know who this person is or why they're causing problems, but that's where I see the block is. This is your way through it. You're an incredibly introspective, tapped into spirit person. Okay, Susan, that's why I got the Hermit. So they're saying go in. You can find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So when you sit in beautiful meditation, that will allow your guides to help you through this block that I'm seeing. Okay, this is a person who doesn't have the best needs of the group at hand, and they're trying to get more out of the deal than is necessary. This is a bully card. Okay, so go in, make sure that you are being true to yourself and what's best for you moving forward, and do not allow yourself to be bullied in the housing process. Okay, and this could be underlying stuff, but that's what I'm getting is someone's motivations regarding the house do not match the goals and the objectives that you want to see. That's the thing there. Now, this is regarding the health. I got the hopeful for your health. Okay, the power of prayer and meditation can wake you up, renew your faith, and help you attune your needs and align you with your deepest truths. For you, your spirituality is directly linked to your health. That just tells me you're an integral human being. Most people do not associate their physical bodies necessarily with their spirituality. You do. And when you're able to do that and connect with your guides and free up some of those spiritual uh, areas, your health in return improves. Okay. So you're very hopeful and that's good. And you're leaning on your guides, which is wonderful. But what they're saying to do is this is what they're going to help you do. Okay. They're going to help you let go of old belief systems that no longer work for you regarding your health moving forward. Okay. They're going to create a life changing event, and the situation will lead to a significant opportunity in your life. So there's a tower moment regarding the health. Okay. And what that's going to do is it's going to open up a few avenues that you can go down that will help you with your recovery. Okay. Now, remember that the star always comes after the tower. So if you see a major health event or something like that coming up, just know that it is to point you toward clarity. It'll make you feel a little upside down at first because I got the Empress reversed. Your creativity may take a bit of a hit because you're going to be focused a little bit more on that health piece. It will be difficult. I got the 10 of swords the 10 of wings, sorry, reversed is the same as the 10 of swords. The worst is over. Okay. You're going to feel completely drained. You've experienced a great deal of doubt and uncertainty up until this point. This is a very hard thing to endure alone. So sharing your difficulties will strengthen your health journey moving forward, and problems faced together will produce the wisdom and compassion needed to not only help yourself but help others when this happens to them. Okay. So they're saying that your hopes and your dreams may be temporarily dashed, okay, but new ones will arise in time because there's some clarity needed in this area. And if words can't comfort as you're going through this, please seek out professional help and counseling. That's what I do when I'm going through those very difficult types of energies. So I said, I asked what that looked like, and I got the same card I got from the Fairy Tarot. Okay. I got the 5 of Roses. Now, this is the same as the Bully card that I picked earlier. Okay. So this is actually, no, that's the 5 of Swords. This is the 5 of Roses. This is another fighter card. So this is the people that are literally fighting each other. So being tactful and considerate if anyone is being confrontational with you. I think this has to do with the now they're showing it to me. This has to do with the house. Okay. So if anyone is being confrontational because they want to have their opinion looked at first, face the fact that you are in competition with them, and to overcome this, you're going to have to work as a team. Okay. So you can respect your opponent, but also stand up for your point of view at the same time regarding the sale. So refuse to be a victim by voicing your opinions very clearly. I think that's why I got Gemini. All right. So be very, very clear. There may be some control issues involved. Don't quarrel. Okay. That can just turn into a competitive fight. Just be very patient and centered, even if you suspect betrayal, because I did get that 5 of Swords energy from my Fairy Tarot. All right. Another thing that I think is really important for you to move into this with is I got the 5 of Gems. This is a lot of 5 energy. Okay. 5s are usually fighting cards when it comes to the tarot. So you might feel a little, you might have to cope with some anxiety, some denial, some stress regarding the sale and your health is what they're showing me. So if you feel a lack of respect, support, or understanding, start setting some clear boundaries for yourself and others, because a lot of distance and separation in these areas, both areas, can cause despair. Okay. So don't worry too much, especially about stuff that you can't change right now. Stand up for yourself in those boundaries. Don't let people to victimize you by standing up for those beliefs. That's why I got that 5 of Roses energy. And if you find yourself struggling with panic, again, seek some professional help with that, because anything that comes up that frightens us is just an area of our life that needs some healing. Okay. And there are people in and around you that can help you with that healing. So if there's conflicting feelings, emotional upheavals in these areas, they can threaten, that are threatening you and your relationship, set those big, beautiful boundaries. All right. That's big. It's not lost on me also that Virgo is the sign that rules a lot of our health. It's the natural ruler of um, the sixth house. That's that sign of the sixth house. And so it's getting hit with the eclipses this year. So you would be feeling them a little bit more than the average person. So be gentle with yourself as you go through this and know that some of the anxiety that's coming is temporary and that you will be able to work through it. Okay, Susan, I hope that was helpful, sweetie. I'm sending you lots of love as you work through the health stuff and through the sale of the bed and breakfast, and know that your guides are with you. And that if you come from a calm place and don't allow others to, for lack of a better term, bully you and be assertive, you'll be able to move through this with the grace and confidence that I know you have. And I'm sending you lots of love as you go through that. All right, sweetie, and you're welcome. You're so welcome. So, hi, Sylvia. It is absolutely lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. It was great seeing you on your show yesterday. So, oh, okay. So Harley says, I call my sister Ramona the Brave. I remind her of this when she's going through challenging PO watch. Okay, awesome. So lots of great stuff coming into the chat. So really, really thank you. And welcome, Al Sorak. I went ahead and got your question in. Thank you for joining us. All right. So yeah, lots of talk about Ramona. I love that. It's like I come back to the chat and it's like, whoa, this is fantastic. Okay, so it looks like we have gone through all of our tippers. Yay. And so we are going to go to, let me go to my banners here. Questions are closed. We're going to go to lightning round. So let me go ahead and name off the people in lightning round. We have Chris Cassidy. Are you here, Chris Cassidy? I'm just going to start pulling cards. I only pull a couple of cards for lightning round, but you do need to be in the audience, everyone, so that I can get to your question. So we have Chris Cassidy, and then we have Jessica Lynn. So if either of you are here, please let me know, and then I'll get to the next group. And we have, it looks like, how many people do we have in lightning? 7. Okay. 7 questions. Okay, you're here. Awesome. Okay, let me pull up your question, Chris. How am I going to get out of all this debt that my husband left when he died? Okay, we're dealing with that in an estate too, Chris Cassidy. You are not alone in that department. And I got the 12th house, which is dead. So your guides they're actually pointing me to this too. So that tells me that the angels are on it. All right, that's a good thing, Chris. 12th house, okay. Ooh. They gave me a full sentence. I love it when that happens. So I'll get to read that to you. Those are great. Okay. Here. Ooh, okay. All right, Chris. The first card I got was Rahu. This is a big yes card, but it also represents the North Node who brings us lovely eclipses. Then I got Sagittarius, and then I got the 12th house. Now, the beauty of this, when I pull 3 karma cards from a sign, a house, and a planet or a graha, it forms a sentence. And so I'm going to go ahead and read the sentence for you because that's clearly what your guides want me to do. Have faith in your highest ideals and seek oneness in all there is. Do not worry about the rules of philanthropy. And now is the time to get out in the world and keep your involvement hidden. Okay. And then this is the other side. There will be the insights to understand your faith, success from the wisdom of hidden tendencies, and benefit resulting from the understanding of large institutions and overwhelming events. The North Node is it's our go-getter, but this tells me that there might be some anxiety in and around this decision too, because the nodes can cause anxiety. They're what cause eclipses. Okay. Sagittarius is taking all of that fiery, passionate energy and putting it into a singular focus or goal. What is that goal? It involves the 12th house. The 12th house is hidden things. It's debts, it's asylums, it's prisons, it's things that we can't see. So they're basically saying, put all of your focus into this modality in order to move past it. Once you're able to put your focus there, you will be victorious because I got the 6 of roses. So it will come out in your favor. But you're going to have to juggle quite a bit to make this happen. Okay. Expect to be very, very busy getting this stuff done. There's going to be multiple people involved. They showed me you picking up the phone and calling people, sending out emails, getting lawyers involved. There's a lot of things that need to take place so that you can remedy this constant busyness and change that involves releasing the debts. Okay. You also are going to be required to negotiate. You may have to hire someone to negotiate on your behalf, but I'm getting that they will be successful because I got the 6 of roses. That's the 6 of wands. That's my victory card. But just continue to juggle all of the responsibilities as they come to you, when they come to you, and you'll be able to push through some of the debts. All right. I love it when I get the victory card because what that tells me is that you're on the right track and that you have support from spirit. So I hope that was helpful. That's good news, but they really want you to focus in on that area because it's been neglected for a while. Okay. And learn from this. All right. Okay. So I'm looking for Jessica Lynn. You're here. Okay, you don't know what to do, Chris. Okay, well, there is, when I get the victory card, that tells me for entertainment purposes only, things are going to get better, but you're going to be juggling quite a bit to get this thing to go through. And try not to do it by yourself. There should be more than one person involved. And again, it will require some negotiations. All right. And just to let you know, we were able to clear debts by negotiating and hiring a lawyer on our end too. So it is possible. All right. Okay, next question is the lovely Jessica. May I have a card pulled for lightning round? Yes, you may. If you want something a little more specific, please let me know. And you're welcome, Chris. Thank you so much for the feedback. I always appreciate that. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Harley. Harley goes, T-Lynn, I think of the little engine that could. I think you're that little engine. You're so positive, Harley. We love your energy. Thank you, sweetie. Ooh, I'm getting opposite cards for you, Jessica. I got Kitu. And you, okay, this is going to be interesting. All right. What do you want me to focus Miss Jessica Lynn on? I always love your mandala and your in your photo. I think it's so pretty. Okay. Okay, Jessica. So if this is a yes or no question, yeah, you said general is good for me. Okay, good. I got to know. Okay. For you, I didn't get Rahu. I got Ketu. Ketu's the other side of the celestial snake. He's the tail. He represents the past lives in our chart. This was what the energy of karma. Okay. So past karma, things that might have been overlooked from past lives, things that they really want you to figure out. And so I said, where's the block? I got Neptune. So you're being fogged in a particular area. What is that area? I got the second house of finances. This is your savings, okay, for entertainment purposes only. Whenever I get Neptune or the South Node in this area, there's some confusion regarding your bank account, your finances, the way you're allocating and organizing your money. Jupiter is in Taurus right now, sidereal Taurus. So allocating funds across the board for entertainment purposes only is recommended for the collective. I'm doing it myself, okay, especially because I have my ascendant in sidereal Taurus. The reason I say that is because you have a decision to make, Jessica, and you haven't made it yet. You're kind of at a standstill. I got the 2 of wings. This is the same as the 2 of swords. And the traditional Rider-Waite, she's covering her heart with both hands, meaning she's not making an emotional decision and she's blindfolded. So she's not making a mental decision. She's literally going into this blindly. So they're saying a postponement or taking a break can help you right now. You need to find a new and different way to be successful through this challenge that they show me coming up in your life. Rest and relaxation are really important to you right now because you need to balance work with play. So a vacation can help you right now if you can afford it, and it makes sense practically. Um, because during that time, you'll have a bit of a reset, and alternative ideas and viewpoints will be discussed, and it's going to open up a new way of thinking and being. So diplomacy and a desire of peace will benefit you right now, and being right is not as important as being gentle and kind. Okay, so give yourself permission to dream, look within a little bit more. Yoga or meditation, especially done with a partner, can help you harmonize your mind and your body when you are presented with this major thing that I see coming. Okay, so you need to come from a place of meditation to make the decision. Don't use your emotions and don't use your intellect. Literally rely on your guides. Okay. The reason I'm saying that is that this thing that's coming your way may be a little delayed or disappointed because I got the Six of Wings reversed. Okay. So there's a cancellation that can create some challenges. Um, and this test of patience will eventually be passed if you prepare now and you endure and persevere. That's why I think I got that meditation card. So a more positive approach is required for coming through this difficulty that I see coming. And make sure you don't dig yourself into a rut, okay? Because that can bring out some unhealthy attitudes. And don't be around in and around people that are encouraging that, okay? What you believe about yourself and life in general just needs to change for the better, and that's what they're going to be working with you on. And a calm, centered approach, like when you would come out of meditation in, is the best way to get through this coming difficulty. All right? I hope that was helpful. You've got all the tools in your toolbox to deal with it, okay? You're going on vacation during Memorial Day week. Excellent. Then that's probably when you're going to have that little bit of a clarity that's going to come through. Okay, so the Memorial Day week is probably the vacation that the guides were pointing out that might give you that little extra shift in your perspective, and it's for the better. It's a good shift. Okay. Hope that was helpful, Jessica. Sending you lots of love. Thank you for joining us. All right, is Vulcan 3 here? Are you here, Vulcan 3? And then after Vulcan 3, we have Nick Dark. You guys are both from Twitch. So if you can check in. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Vulcan 3. I can't do the symbol, by the way. These two tendons are attached. My husband can, but I can't do it. That's the Vulcan symbol. So, all right. Let's see. Will I get a job this month? Okay. I got the house. Okay, I got the 10th house of career. So they're definitely pointing that out. No. You're going to have to go out and create some more contacts, Vulcan. Okay. So let me see what those contacts look like. Ooh. Okay. I wish I had better cards for you, Vulcan. But things are really up in the air for a lot of us right now, and you are not alone. Just to let you know, I lost a major job a couple months ago too, and that just seems to be on the horizon right now with Saturn in sidereal Aquarius. So again, it's not just you going through this energy. It's a lot of collective upheavals. We went through this 30 years ago when the internet came out. So, okay. So, unfortunately, I got 10th house and then I got the South Node, which is a no card. That's past life card, but it literally says, I'll put them together. So you can kind of see what I'm looking at here. It says, reconsider your responsibilities and your success. Remember okay, now is not the time to become a person or power of status. That's 10th house of career. Okay, so this energy is being blocked right now. It's being blocked in my chart right now too, because Saturn went direct on my moon in my 10th house. So you're not alone. You came to the right person. I know how to work through this energy. You're being asked to seek out relationships and business partnerships that are reciprocal. Okay. So what I got was you're going to have to practice a little bit more diplomacy. You're going to have to look at how you come across in the workplace as a communicator and a contributor as part of a team. Okay. This also tells me that they're asking you to put some of your energy into the relationships that you have in your life and how that you're interacting with those people. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Vulcan 3, for not having a yes card. I asked for more and I got the 6 of Roses reversed, which is victory reversed. Okay. So it's just not right now. I asked why, and I got that your judgment might be a little off. So this is a time of reckoning when accounts are settled and past karma is balanced. That's why I got the key 2. That's the South Node. So you're kind of being judged right now. Okay, I am too. I'm a Saturn key 2. You're not alone. But don't let your inner critic get the best of you as you go through this, okay? Because that's going to cause you to judge yourself a little too harshly, okay? Expect shifting emotions in yourself and others, especially if there's a refusal to awaken to what is real. So they're asking you to see your situation and your job situation from a more realistic point of view, all right? If there's been any deceit or laziness in your work environment or surprising revelations that have occurred, um, that's going to threaten to end the next job too. Okay, so basically they're saying don't play the blame game. Try to be diplomatic moving forward. You're going to have to face the facts and confront your past and your shadow self before moving forward. Okay, so plans are not going to be realized or hoped, but you're kind of hanging on to this kind of frustrating, unhappy situation when you just need to kind of give up and move on. Okay. So forgive, starting with yourself, and you'll be forgiven too, but you have to forgive yourself. And they're really asking you to look at the way that you're interacting in the workplace, because there's a lot of imbalance there and there's a lot of negative judgment in and around there. And that's what's blocking you from like stepping into a better career right now. Again, for entertainment purposes only, it's not the end of the world. It's going to be okay. You can step into something new, but it's just not right now because you're dealing with some past life stuff, and your guides are literally saying, hey, deal with this aspect of yourself, the way you judge yourself and others, the way you come across in the workplace, and we're going to be able to much better help you successfully navigate this period of introversion, okay, and self-reflection. All right. Okay, I'm glad that makes sense. I wish I had better cards for you, Vulcan. I really did. So I'm sending you lots of love as you go through that, and I'm going through it too. Okay, so you're not alone. All right. All right. Blessings to you too. Thank you so much. And I love your little emojis. It's so cute. All right. All right. Is Nick Dark 27 here? If you're here, please check in. And then after Nick Dark, we have Katherine Johnson. So if you can check in too, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Just to let everybody know, we have 6 left. We have actually 5 left because let's see. T-Lynn asked 2 questions. So we have 4 questions left. Nick Dark, Katherine Johnson, T-Lynn, and then Al Solrak. So. Okay. So is Katherine Johnson here? I'm not seeing Nick come in. Please let me know if Nick comes in, guys. And then we have Katherine Johnson. And then we have T-Lynn. And then we have Al Solrak. So if any of you guys are here, please let me know so I can go ahead and finish off lightning round. Thank you so much for checking in, guys. I really appreciate it. Okay. So it does not look like they're here, unfortunately. So I am going to go ahead and sign off. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Just to let everyone know, I am here every single Wednesday at 4 o'clock Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 o'clock Eastern. And I usually have a lovely guest with me, and we do a lot of fabulous shows. And next week, I'm going to be on Marina's show on Tuesday at 6 o'clock Pacific. And then I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Crystal Spirit Talking Board on the 16th. So lots of really fun things coming up. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And oh, T. Lynn, you're here. Okay, awesome. I'll go ahead and do T. Lynn's reading. And then I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Okay. All right. When we have abusive people in our lives here, do we have to interact with them when we cross over? Here, I wonder with spirit. Yes, but it's not in a bad way. I was wondering what this was for. So, T. Lynn, I got Jupiter in the seventh house. They're healed on the other side. Jupiter represents the guru in our chart. The seventh house represents it's 180 degrees from the first house, which represents our ascendant. Okay, that's us. So, like for instance, my ascendant's in Taurus. I'm looking across to Scorpio, and so if I have any issues on that nodal axis, it can be healed in on the other side as well as on this side, because some of our planets are Pushkara. All right, so that is a yes. That's awesome. I'm glad that you asked that question. I got that. I got the anxiety card release. So any of the things that you carried into this world, whether they be spiritual, mental, emotional, or uh, physical poverty, is all because you don't have physical bodies on the other side. It's much more free. We don't have any of the illnesses or sicknesses or problems with money or finances that we do here on the earth plane. So a lot of those things get worked out and reallocated for our next birth. And then we are also able to better understand the signs and signals that we get from spirits in our next birth, because we actually ask for little bumpers and signs and things to be made in areas that we are looking to improve. And there are multiple planes of existence that we go to after our birth. The earth is literally described as a bus station. People from the lowest planes and the highest planes can come here and do a lot of the spiritual work that's needed to ascend or descend as needed to get us closer to source. Because some of us need to fall and get our butts kicked in order to wake up. Others need a big hug and a helping hand up. It just depends on where our soul is at. So, great questions. I will say that I did get the opposition card to T-Lin. So any oppositions that are brought up on the other side are remedied. So it's a really beautiful thing, because it's harder for us to see things from a top-down perspective when we're in what's called the limiting adjunct, aka our bodies. But once we get out of these bodies, it's so much easier to kind of understand what's going on, and we can connect with our higher self. And the best description I saw of this was it's Sri Ravi Shankar. It's Guru Dev Ravi Shankar, and he is a guru who I believe owns the Art of Living. My guru is Sivananda Saraswati, and he's the Sivananda Yoga Vedanta Center. But Art of Living is another organization, and he described the leaving of the human body as, let's say we have 7 or 8 points. Okay. And when we leave the human body, we can go up from 9 to 11 points when it comes to how much our spirit can advance, grow. In fact, our spirit body is about 12 inches above our physical body. And so we take on that body and we're looking around and it's like we're almost like Superman. It's in our understanding, because we're limited by being in the side of these limiting adjuncts, aka these meat sacks, to our senses and to our experiences here. And once we're out of them, it's like, oh, amazing things can happen. So hope that was helpful. So it can be a problematic bus station at times. Yeah, it really can, because you can run into people that are doing a lot of shadow work and it has nothing to do with us and they want us to carry their luggage. And it's our job to say, So you came here to do this. I didn't do this for you. Okay. So, and then you asked a little bit about birth times. Okay. So if you know the overall time of day, that helps me with the moon, but the ascendant is what determines the birth time. So if it's 4 a.m. ish, that could give me a good indicator of where your ascendant is. I do ask my cards too, to dwindle it down. And I also do reverse charts as well. Like I have someone come to me and they're like, I'm not sure if I was AM or PM. And so I will give them a quick read on their AM chart and a quick read on their PM chart, just the real basics, the big stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm definitely PM," or, "Oh, no, I'm definitely AM," and we can usually figure out which one it is. So I've done that before as well. And then when I have celebrities and their time isn't listed, I go ahead and ask my cards and they give me a time as well. So, but if you're not sure about your time, I definitely look into the vital records department in the county that you were born, and they usually have a record of that. So that's what I would suggest you look into, because you can't get a passport or anything without a birth certificate these days too. So, and if they didn't put a time on your birth certificate, oh my goodness, that's if you're Catholic, sometimes the church will put the time down too. So I hope that helps. All right. So I just want to thank everybody for joining me. Again, you have been an incredible audience and you've been wonderfully patient. Thank you for putting up with the trolls and the fact that I didn't have a guest today. And I just want to send you guys lots of love. And please come back next week and let me know how you're doing. Thank you so much for joining me. Sending you guys lots of love. Take care.